Yo, what is good, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we are going to be linking yet another thing in Fortnite. So we are going to be linking every sprite today. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first sprite we have is the water sprite, which replenishes shield when in water. Now this sprite is not that useful because it only goes up like 2 at a time. So and there's a lot better sprites, so I'm just gonna go with C. And then we have the fire sprite, which spawns fire when dealing enough damage to enemies. Now this sprite, it's kind of annoying whenever you use it, because if somebody's boxed up in wood, you can just like if like you spray them, get some hits, and then like set it on fire. But it's not that good. I'm also gonna put it B, but I'll put it high B or high C. And then we have water sprite. No, we have earth sprite. My bad. It increases the chance of finding rare items in chests. So now this sprite is pretty good because if you're trying to find something rare in chest and you might have like a maxed out earth, then I think you have a higher chance. So I'm gonna put this like A. And then we have fishy sprite, which increases swim speed and gives a boost after taking damage. And now this sprite isn't that good because nobody really swims, but the boost after taking damage is like okay. So I'll put it in C as well. And then we have the duck sprite, which replenishes shield while emoting or jamming. See, now this doesn't do much shield either, so it's not that good. So I'm gonna put it C, but I'll put it above water sprite because you can do it anywhere. And then we have the duck sprite. No, we just did the duck. We have the ghost sprite, which cloaks the player for a short duration while reloading. So now it's kind of useful if you're like near people and then you reload and go invisible for a second, but it's not that useful. But I will put it B. It's okay. And then we have the demon sprite, which gives you siphon for eliminating players. And it doesn't give you that much siphon, but siphon is siphon. So I'm putting it high A. And then we have the boss sprite. Defeating bosses drops this sprite to boost your max health and shield. Yes, it gives you maxed out, it gives you an extra 25 health and shield, so you can have a total of 250 health, which I think is really good, because have a 250 health, you can't get one pumped, and yeah, it overall gives you more health, and I think it's a lot harder to die with it. Okay, and now we have the 7 sprite, which if y'all didn't know, it reveals enemy player foot trails to your squad. So that seems pretty useful. It reveals foot trails. So I'll put it A. But yeah, no, I'll keep it right there. And then we have the 0 point sprite, which spawns a shield bubble junior when using a healing item. And this is pretty good because it spawns a shield bubble around you. You can't get hit. And yeah, I think that's pretty good. And next we have the Grim sprite, which marks enemies who attack you for a set duration. Which this is pretty good too, because if they like shoot you once and then and then you hit them back and they box up and you can know where they are. So I think that's pretty good, but it's not too good, so I'll put it high A. And now we have the Aura sprite, which gives a shock lock charge after dealing damage to enemies. Now it's okay, it doesn't. Shock locks, they're good for mobility, like comparing using them with overdrive grenades. You can travel pretty far. So I'll give it like I'll do A, but like above Sprite, above Earth and 7. And then we have the Striker sprite, which grants overdrive when you mantle a hurdle. Now this The overdrive effect is nice for mobility, but if you're like fighting somebody and you accidentally mantle and you just be like you're just running around, it's pretty annoying. But also it doesn't last if you're like just hurdling and mantling for mobility. It doesn't last for that long. So if you're trying to travel with it, you have to keep constantly hurdling and mantling. So it's not that good. I'll go high B. And now we have the burnt peanut sprite, which spawns loot, has a chance of spawning loot when you eliminate enemies. So it's not, I mean, it's okay, but it's not, you have a low chance of spawning stuff. Uh, I'll go, I'll go high C. It's not good. And then we have the dream sprite, which gives legendary loot when leveling up while reloading. So now it's okay, but you have to like level up. And there's only 5 levels, so you can't get too much loot. But I'll put it like high B. Not above the striker though. Well, actually yes, above the striker. Above striker, and then the striker can go down one. Wait. Okay, there. Okay, and then we have the king sprite, which increases pickaxe damage while. Okay, sorry. Increases pickaxe damage against builds and enemy players. So this one is pretty good. I think the boss fight is better though, so I'll do that. And then we have the punk sprite. Possibly something or infinitely something. Wait, that's not even how it goes. Well, it has a chance of giving you infinite ammo. Yeah. Alright, y'all. That's it for this video. Rate my list in the comments. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.